Good morning, everyone. Last morning audio notes for the season. We have corn trading flat at 5.59 and a quarter. We have the beans down 3 3/4 at 12.19. We would again expect a similar trade to what we've seen here the last 3 days, which is a little surge buying on the opening, followed by light speculative selling the rest of the day. As long as funds spend most of the day on the sidelines, there is still reason for smaller speculators to be pre-selling Tuesday's report. That even includes at current levels. The analyst estimates for carryout for corn looking for a 20 million bushel drop to 1.480. For beans, fairly significant 42 million bushel increase in carryout to 362, and for wheat mostly neutral at 581. That's just 1 million bushel above last month. Again, even though corn is seeing a small decline, a 1.480 suggests a fair price of around 505. With current price near 560, it's fairly obvious why pre-sellers would take a shot at selling in front of this report. If there's 50 or maybe as much as 60 cents potential downside, it's worth the risk to go ahead and sell ahead of this report and see what you get. And now beans we're seeing drop even quicker on a daily basis, and that makes sense again with a 362 carryout. If that number is seen, it would suggest a fair value under $11, which means there's more than $1 downside potential in the bean market if that carryout is seen. Again, we don't know for sure what we'll be getting on Tuesday, but it makes sense why these smaller speculators would be pre-selling Tuesday's report with that much potential downside if that is what we see. So again, we do expect some more pre-selling today and Monday as long as fund buying remains brief in the morning. So that's what we'll look for grains. Switching over to cattle, cautious trade in the cattle futures again. At a little bit of a loss as to why we're doing this for the fourth week in a row where futures spend Thursday and Friday on the cautious side, easing back. On previous weeks, the news was mostly neutral, so the cautious trade made a little bit more sense. Maybe traders just fearing that the next show list could be higher or anticipating some news could turn worse the following week. But this week, we have a significantly higher cash trade. We have boxed beef rebounding, packer profits still near 50 bucks even after paying up the 128 cash. Pretty much all signs look positive here this week, yet we were 80 cents lower in the February futures trade yesterday and just over $1 lower in December futures. Still hard to put together exactly why we're seeing this cautious trade to end the week, but if we do see more cautious trade today for the fourth week in a row, also for the fourth week in a row, we would expect a bounce quick Monday, Tuesday to start the new week. In the grand scheme of things, even with this cautious trade, the cattle futures are slowly trending higher. This cautious trade is certainly slowing that trend, but if you check the charts on the fat cattle futures, we are in a slow grind higher, as we would expect for the higher cash trade. So that's what we're looking at here today. If anyone has any questions, give me a call and we'll see what we get on Tuesday's grain report.